My biggest thing that I was thinking about was like, is VIP really worth it? Because can you really do all of this in one weekend? Like, there's enough going on in GA that you don't even get to everything. Hello, you guys. So I am sitting here pretty much waiting to go to Governor's Ball, and I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something. And then I remembered it was to film this video. So we're gonna try and do a quick little video here because I gotta leave in about 20 minutes. But you guys, I am back, fresh, finally fully recovered from EDC Las Vegas. Best time of my life. You guys probably already know if you watched the vlogs. If not, and you are new here, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I hope you subscribe and stick around and watch some of my other videos. But the thing we're talking about today is the EDC Las Vegas VIP experience. This was my first year doing VIP. If you guys don't know the whole story, really quickly, I'll just say I had bought general admission tickets last September with my Rave family. I won a contest through EDC, and then I got to FaceTime with Pasquale himself, and he upgraded me and my entire group to VIP. This was our 5th year attending the festival, so it just was like the cherry on top of everything. But today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you what the experience actually was like. I'm gonna put a ton of clips in here from my vlogs that I have on my channel, and then I'm gonna just talk about if I think it's worth the money or not. And at the very end, I do wanna talk a little bit about EDC 2020 because I've been getting a ton of questions since they decided to go and drop $10 deposit tickets already for next year, which is kind of f***ing crazy. Anyway, so let's just jump right into this video. So I really quickly want to talk about ticket pricing. I had this written down as of like September, October of last year. So this is the general price range, but GA is, if you get like the early owl, can be like $319 a ticket plus fees and things like that. Typically though, for GA in the past, I've paid like $400 to $415, and there are payment plan options. I always do the monthly payment plans. This year was the first year they introduced GA Plus, which was like a step up, and that was $499 a ticket. Again, factor in taxes, fees, all that stuff. GA Plus was just like your elevated general admission. It was the in-between between VIP and GA. Basically, you had VIP entrance and you had separate bathrooms, and it was just like a more elevated experience for you if you just wanted a little step up. And then lastly, there was the VIP tickets. I have written down here, it's $779, but again, it can go up to like $800 for sure for your ticket. So it's very expensive, and you have to be 21 years old to get a VIP ticket. So just keep that in mind. So just to start it out, I had actually never considered doing VIP. I've always had a great time doing GA. Honestly, I think it was in my budget. It was the most affordable option for me, and I have no complaints. I mean, EDC is my favorite festival. Yes, there are issues with traffic. There are issues with bathrooms, with crowding, all of that. Just like any other festival, you also have to pay for transportation on top of all these things. So whether you do shuttles, Uber, you drive, whatever it is, you're also paying that in addition to your ticket. When we got upgraded to VIP, initially I, read the laundry list of things on their website that you get included with your ticket. So that includes expedited entry, elevated viewing platforms at some of the stages, nicer bathrooms, bathroom trailers, separate food and drinks, so different bars, also separate activities. So they claimed that there would be like arcade games, glitter bars, hookah bars, lounge areas, interactive things. So all of this would only be in the VIP areas. Candy making, they said there was like a breakfast at Kinetic Field at like 4 a.m. or something like at night. But again, food and drinks are not included in VIP. So you do still pay for those things. So all this sounded incredible. Again, for my 5th year, I was like, this is cool because I'll finally experience something a little bit different than the last 4 years. So how the experience actually went. The expedited entry was amazing. I will say it's interesting. So you have a separate entrance. So one of the days we got there before the festival opened, so there was a buildup of a crowd in GA. In VIP, we walked right in. We never waited. I think 5 minutes is the longest we ever waited the whole weekend. But you are only separate for the ID check and the scan in, and then when you go to check your bags, you all merge. So that was the only interesting part. I was like, I would think VIP would have a separate bag check as well, because that line is actually longer than the ID check in my opinion, but whatever. So you guys separate and then you come together. As for the VIP area, so it was really cool. They released layouts of the areas beforehand so you could see what was going to be in them. Again, this year I feel like we really lucked out because the areas, there were even more VIP areas, so almost all the stages had them. They're all a little bit different, but for the most part, almost all of them had private bathrooms. So The bathrooms that you guys have access to in GA and all the different areas, when you walk up to them, you'll see a sign that says VIP, GA Plus, and then GA. So at those bathrooms, you have separate options, which is really nice. And there are trailers, which I'll put a clip in here. Guys, VIP bathrooms, so fucking worth it. No lines, clean, mirror, sink, beautiful. Trailers were awesome, honestly. It was much nicer than doing a porta potty. There were flushable toilets, sinks, mirrors. It was well lit. It was really nice, I have to say. And then on top of that, in the roped off like VIP areas at the stages, they had their own trailer bathrooms there. This was one of the best parts because when we were at circuit grounds for sets like Skrillex and Millennium that were so fucking crowded, we didn't have to walk like all the way around and like navigate through the crowd. We literally had like private trailer bathrooms in our area. So if any of you guys have been here for a while and you know I've gotten lost twice at EDC, it's because I was trying to find the bathroom. This year, me and my little split up to go to the bathroom and found our group no problem in the VIP area because there's not as many people in there. So your girl didn't get lost this year, which is amazing. I will say like the food and drink options varied at the different areas. There wasn't anything super crazy. I got a quesadilla one night, I got Red Bulls. My little got like a frozen rosé drink. There was pizza, the pizza was okay. So like there were plenty of food options. No lines, no problems, didn't wait for anything. I will say another plus, like I mentioned, is the elevated viewing platforms. Like at circuit grounds, we did like go up the stairs and like watch from a little bit more of an elevated area, but that was only for IO, literally the first night. But that is a cool option to have. The beauty of it is with the crowding, and this year was like the most crowded I've ever seen EDC, we could easily like decide in the moment, do we want to do GA, do we want to do VIP, and then we would cut over to VIP and you can walk like basically to the front of the stage with no problem. It did get packed in like sardines though for Skrillex and Millennium. Like we were just as crowded in there as GA was when we were at like Eric Prydz and Above and Beyond. It's just nice to have the option. A lot of people ask me like, did I feel isolated in VIP? Was the crowd different? Like, do you not feel as much a part of the festival? In no way, shape, or form. The crowd was exactly the same in VIP. I even ran into some of my subscribers in VIP. It was no different. I didn't feel like the attitude or energy was different at all. It just is like if you could afford it and you maybe just want a little bit more room, or maybe you're older and you don't want to like be in the middle of a crowd, I could easily see VIP being a good option for you. And like I said, it's easier to find your friends. So there's more room and you can sort of like find people much easier if you're like, we're in the VIP area. There's only so many places you can go. As for the perks, so Kinetic Field had the biggest VIP area. It was actually really dope. You walked in, there was one area that was like tented and they had like a little screening room on the side that was playing Game of Thrones. They had a barbershop, a glitter bar, photo booth, and then outside there was a private Ferris wheel. I didn't see a single person on the private Ferris wheel, to be honest with you, when we were there twice. There was a pool. That was shitty with the weather this year. I didn't see a single person in the pool, so that would be different if the weather was better. There was a hookah bar, water refills. Huge plus, you guys. One of the water refill tents that we had done was horrible in GA. The line on Friday was brutal. I've never experienced a wait like that for a water refill. So when we figured out that Kinetic Field had a private water refill station, it was over, it was done. That was like the beauty of VIP, I will say. Like we could get everything one and done. We would be like, okay, let's go to VIP Kinetic Field. We'll pee, we'll eat, we'll get drinks, and we'll fill our water in one place, and there are no lines. So that was really good. But again, like some of these things. So my biggest thing that I was thinking about was like, is VIP really worth it? Because can you really do all of this in one weekend? Like there's enough going on in GA that you don't even get to everything, especially with like downtown EDC and all of the stages and the art cars and Corona Beach. Like you can't get to everything. So now you're adding on even more things. But I did think that we got to do a lot, especially like we tried to get to every stage, and then we would at least like look around and see what VIP had to offer. So for example, between Neon Garden and Quantum Valley, there was a nice VIP section. There was an interactive boomerang little photo booth, private bathrooms, food. They had electric lemonade back there. They had like their own performers and dancers come out, and they were dancing with people in VIP. So we like were rolling through there for one set, so we got to take a couple boomerang pictures, and that was pretty much it. The line at Neon Garden for the bathroom though was actually pretty long both nights. We had to wait at least 10 to 20 minutes to get into the bathroom. So that was a little crowded. VIP kinetic area was really cool, but we didn't really do anything. We didn't take any pictures at the photo booths. We didn't like go to a barbershop. We didn't go to the glitter bar. Like we didn't take advantage of that kind of stuff because you're just running around to see everything else. But it's nice to know that it's there if you want to do it. We did enjoy the food and we did enjoy the water refills. I did see the candy making thing. That was cool. People were making candy. They had this like explaining kinetic energy booth. It looked like a science fair project set up. That was funny. Like we went and walked through there. They had like an oxygen bar kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, I think if you just got there really early every night, you could probably take more advantage and like do everything that VIP has to offer. But I would say we kind of like pick and chose what we did. We also did the VIP area at Cosmic Meadow on Sunday night. We were like, why not? Camel Fat and Chris Lake were playing. So Cosmic Meadow was a very small VIP area. It didn't have like any of that stuff I just described. It literally was, unless I missed it and didn't see it, but it literally was just, you walked in through the VIP entrance and they had a like sectioned off area directly in the front of the stage on the left side. So we were literally up against the railing for those two sets, and that was cool because I've never done that and I'm not like a rail rider kind of person, so it was nice to like have this incredible view up in the front. So I did really enjoy that. So I think that's all the areas that we really experienced. Other than that, we were in GA a lot. We prefer to be in GA, especially for Friday night, like Blacklist, Eric Prydz, Above and Beyond, Excision. We were all in the crowd, just hanging out with everybody else, you know, doing our own thing. One thing to note though, you guys, if you're like on the fence and VIP is still like really out of your budget, they have booths at the festival and you can upgrade daily or for the whole weekend. So if you ever just wanted to like experience it, say you do the festival Friday, Saturday, and you're like, I want to do VIP Sunday, right at the VIP entrances, like at Circuit Grounds, at Kinetic, there's a little booth and it says VIP upgrades. And I think it was like $100 or something in that range. I can find out more info if you guys want to know. Leave me a comment. But you can. So you could just do VIP for one day and then just try and squeeze everything in. That's totally an option for you. My main question is VIP worth it? I 100% think it is, especially as I get older and the more EDCs I attend. If I was going to go to EDC next year, I would do VIP again, especially now that you're spoiled. It's like hard to go back. But again, if you just want to try it, I would say maybe upgrade when you're there at the festival for 1 or 2 days. You can totally do that. But I do think it's good. I also think GA is totally doable, totally acceptable. I did it for 4 years. If you are camping, I don't know if you need to do VIP. I've heard that camping has some sort of like advantages in that, right? I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure camping, like you can go in and out of the festival super easily. You have more food and drink options there. So the expedited entry aspect of it and things like that, like I don't think it really matters because in camping you can get in and out of the festival super easily. So if you did camping, which is already expensive, I don't know if I would do VIP, but if you're staying on the strip, I think VIP could be a good option for you.
Hey you guys, this is Emma, editing the vlogs, realizing that I didn't give you guys my opinion at all on GA Plus and if I think that's worth it. Probably says it right there that I forgot about it. I've done the festival 4 times in GA. I think you'll be totally fine doing GA. For me, like I try and save like every dollar that I can, so I don't, the bathrooms are really nice, I will give you that. There was always no line, and you do have that separation, so GA Plus shares the VIP bathrooms out in like the bathrooms that you guys all have access to, but the VIP areas are VIP only. GA Plus cannot get into any of those areas I just described, so like the private trailers that are in the VIP areas, they don't have access to any of that. So you literally just have a shared entrance to the festival with VIP, and then you have a shared VIP entrance to the bathrooms at just the general bathrooms in the whole festival. That's pretty much it. So do I think it's worth like $100 more? No, I think especially if it's your first festival or your first EDC Las Vegas, 1000% just do GA. You'll be completely fine. You know, just bring wet wipes for the porta potties and get to the festival early, and then you'll avoid any crazy long waiting lines. So that's my personal opinion. If you have a little bit more budget and you kind of just want to splurge a little bit more and have like a more elevated experience, and expedited entry and a nicer bathroom is important to you, you do you, boo-boo. No one's going to judge here. But yeah, first festival, or if you're like really watching your money, you'll be completely fine doing GA. Okay, bye.
And really quickly, EDC 2020. So as you guys know, surprise, it's going to be the 10th anniversary of EDC Las Vegas being in Las Vegas. The 20th anniversary of EDC in general was like 2 or 3 years ago. That was celebrating EDC as an entire festival. But yeah, it's the 10th year anniversary, so they did a special deal where it is a $10 deposit right now, and then there are 10 monthly payments after that. So it's extremely affordable if you guys are still riding the EDC high and you already want to invest in tickets. I say go for it. Go check out their website. A lot of you guys have been asking. I have not decided on anything yet. For me, it's like way too soon to decide. We usually buy tickets in like September, so I'm literally not even thinking about it until then. I have 3 festivals coming up: Ever After next weekend, Electric Zoo in August, and then I just announced that I'm going to Imagine Music Festival in Georgia in September, so I hope to see you guys there. But absolutely no decisions for me yet on EDC 2020. We will see what happens. I really want to do Electric Forest next year, so we'll see, you guys. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Please leave me any comments below, any questions you guys have about the VIP or GA Plus experience. Yeah, and just let me know if you need any help with anything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.